The former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch was just busted for allegedly running an international sex trafficking ring and engaging in interstate prostitution.
He was using his power, his wealth, and his influence to traffic men for his own sexual pleasure.
Mike Jeffries, seen here in the white shorts after his $10 million bond hearing in West Palm Beach, and two other men were arrested this morning, accused of sexually exploiting aspiring male models. According to the indictment, 15 John Does accused the 80-year-old former CEO of pressuring them to participate in sex parties at lavish locations around the world.
In the Hamptons, in New York City, England, France, Italy, Morocco, and St. Bart's, for the purpose of attending events to engage in commercial sex. They caused the men to believe that attending these sex events could yield modeling opportunities with Abercrombie or otherwise benefit their careers.
The men claim they were pressured to consume alcohol, Viagra, and muscle relaxants known as poppers during the sex events. Before Mike Jeffries was forced to resign from Abercrombie & Fitch, he was one of America's highest paid CEOs, earning an estimated $400 million in 10 years. Now, the brand has been plagued with controversy for reportedly only hiring hot and attractive salespeople, while other less attractive employees were assigned to the stockroom out of sight of customers. The company was a pop culture phenomenon, marketing clothes with half-naked models. But it was plagued by controversy, some of it deliberately provocative. In 2016, it was dubbed the most hated retail brand in America. The Netflix documentary White Hot captures the behind-the-scenes turmoil.
They noticed a bunch of Asian people in the store. They said, well, you need to have more staff that looks like this. And they pointed to an Abercrombie poster.
Prosecutors claim the former CEO and other defendants sold aspiring models the dream of success at the price of their sexual compliance. They allegedly made young men sign NDAs and injected them with drugs. The FBI calls this case another example of the wealthy using their power to control the vulnerable. Former Abercrombie & Fitch CEO Mike Jeffries returns to his Palm Beach, Florida home Tuesday, released from federal custody on $10 million bond. Jeffries, his longtime partner Matthew Smith, and a third man, James Jacobson, were arrested Tuesday on sex trafficking and interstate prostitution charges. Prosecutors allege the men routinely trafficked aspiring male models between 2008 and 2015, while Jeffries was running one of the most popular clothing brands of its time.
The defendants allegedly preyed on the hopes and dreams of their victims by exploiting, abusing, and silencing them to fulfill their own desires.
This 16-count indictment alleges the three defendants recruited and transported dozens of young men to sex parties at Jeffries' home in the Hamptons and hotels around the world, where they provided alcohol, muscle relaxants known as poppers, and Viagra. And when they did not consent, allegedly subjected the young men to invasive and violent sexual contact.
They caused the men to believe that attending these sex events could yield modeling opportunities with Abercrombie.
I didn't feel free. I didn't feel like I could say no or that I could just walk away. It felt like I was trapped.
Barrett Paul says he was flown to Jeffries' home in New York after auditioning to be a model for Jacobson.
I thought that I was being given Abercrombie clothes to go into an Abercrombie interview, and it was not the interview I expected. And it was the darkest experience of my life.
There are so many similarities between Epstein, Combs, and now this Abercrombie case.
Former chief of the Brooklyn DA's sex trafficking unit, Lauren Hirsch, is now the director of World Without Exploitation.
For far too long, powerful people have been operating with complete impunity. And I think this is the moment where the tide is changing.